Okay, cool.
All right. Hello. Welcome to November 21st, 2024's open office. I've got my partner on today, Ranae Hendricks with
What's
Real
up?
Estate for a Purpose. I always say it wrong. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Real Estate for a Purpose is correct, right?
Real estate with a purpose.
Real Estate with a Purpose, not for.
Yep.
So I'm happy to have Renee on. We had some agents that had reached out and said they would be on today and ask some questions. So our topics came from those agents' questions. If they are able to get on later, that's fantastic, but we want to get started as close to on time as possible. So we're going to get started and we are going to today. Hi, Rebecca. We have one of our agents that we're asking questions on. Welcome.
Hello, sorry, I'm driving. I apologize. I'm
You're
late.
fine. And this will be on YouTube too later. So if you want to watch it repeated later, you can do that.
Awesome.
So today we are talking about some of the training programs that we get included as being an agent at Epique Realty. And I'm going to change which screen I'm on. I was making sure that I was all set up on here. So what, it's got to load, of course. So the first thing that we have is we have Epique Cloud, and that's where we go to manage pretty much everything. Anything we need comes from either this website or the app. They're pretty much the same, other than one's an app version, but we can get to training on there. We can start our transactions through there. We can find our leads through there and get information about how to handle our leads through there. We can do our artificial intelligence. We can do our AR training in there and look at the AI benefits that we have. We can check out reports. We can market our listings. So anything you need at Epique can be found in our Epique Cloud. And then they have them all organized down the side here. But today we're going to focus on the training. And I already have our training windows open to make it a little bit easier to get to them, because when you become a new agent at Epique, you have to register with each one that you want to use. And that takes a little bit of time. And I wanted to make sure that I was all set up, because one of them, if you don't complete the program in about a 30-day period and you are not active in it regularly during that time, you have to like re-register and reopen it so that it's not just sitting there not being used. They feel that it's most effective to use the program in like one long stretch versus little bits at a time. So that program is our AgentHUB360, and it is a business blueprint plan. So this is focused on your business from a 360-degree angle, hence the reason they named it that. And it is done in like spreadsheet format. So it makes it really simple to use, but you can see through here that it has, oh my goodness, I can operate a computer today. Sorry about that. So it has all these videos and trainings that you can go to. Get my mouse back where it needs to be. All right, so it has all these trainings and you do them in order. And so it has instructions and it has the videos, and then each one is the different model. And then each part of this, as you go through these videos, takes you to following this blueprint, which I'm going to open now. And you will see mine's not completed. I started this once upon a time and then I never finished it. So I actually had to re-register and get it open back up again. But each part of that training talks about one part of the spreadsheet program, and you fill in the information as you go. Sorry, I'm clicking on the wrong part. And it calculates things for you. It helps you focus on the parts of your business that you need to understand in order to know if you're reaching your goals, what you even want your goals to be, because we all have different goals in business, how to do actions to achieve those goals, like how many past clients do you have, how many leads, where did their leads come from. I like that they focus on you as a whole person and not just your business, because as a business owner, we are our business. So it even has you talking about like making sure that you're taking care of yourself and having time in your day for your health and your life. It gives you some tech stack information, so it gives you different places to focus on for lead gen and managing your business. Lead gen, like if you're going to add or spend for lead gen, so if you're going to buy leads from somewhere, this helps you understand like the cost of it, and then if you are getting a return on investment for those leads. And then there's the different ways that you can do lead gen on your own, and some cost money, some do not, just depends. But this is one of our, so this is the training that is most focused on your business as a whole as a real estate agent versus just the activity of being a real estate agent. So it makes you focus on the business side of things and not just the real estate side of things, which is very important. And in my almost 4 years in real estate, I have met a lot of agents that when they get their license and they start doing real estate, they don't really realize that they're a business and not an employee. And this side of things is a little bit more difficult for them because that's not what they came in focused on. So having this tool at our fingertips to assist as someone either realizes they're a business and wants to get focused on the business side, or is just starting out in real estate and wants to start out strong and realize that they're a full business by themselves, really helps them focus and see that by itself versus, just focused on each transaction and the transactional side of real estate. Ranae, did you have anything to add about AgentHUB360?
No, I haven't went all the way through it, but I like it. I think it looks really good. I should be doing it.
Yeah, it is really good. I did not go all the way through it, but I was a business owner before I was in real estate. And because I'm not a full-time real estate agent, some of this specific program is a little bit harder for me to focus on because I'm not trying to have 50 transactions a year or 30 transactions a year. And this is really focused on if you set your goal to be X number of transactions or X number of dollars, that you can reach that. And while it does work for somebody who's part-time, it was not, at the time that I tried to do it, it was not helping me stay focused. And I wanted my focus to be on something other than this side of it because I already have my business stuff set up, if that makes
I
sense.
like this because I know when I first became a realtor, like nobody taught me like you're a business owner. And I
Yeah,
think that's in this industry, I think that's something that doesn't get taught very much, but we really are a business owner.
correct.
And I think this program teaches that.
Yes. The other thing that this program focuses on a lot as well, which is not as obvious when you're looking at like the videos, well, when you're looking at the blueprint itself. So this is like your blueprint. You fill this in as you go, and then it calculates things and does all that kind of stuff for you on, because they have formulas and stuff already entered in there, so that you're not having to do as much of the figuring. You're doing more of the like data entry, so it figures it for you. But another thing this program focuses on that's not as obvious from your blueprint is when you start watching the videos talk a lot about you focusing on the activities that are most important to your business and having help when you're ready to hire help handle some of the more time consuming but less actual productive activities in your business. So it does focus on both you running your business like a business, but then also when and how to add assistance to handle some of the more time consuming, less productive side of your business.
Uh, Rebecca, did you have because I know you specifically asked about this. Was there something in particular you had questions about?
Not in particular. I just didn't know what it was. So it was more learning about what it was and what it had to offer. And for me,
Can you
like
see this?
yeah, like I think it's really awesome. For me, I've been in real estate like 2.5 years, and this was something that I could have really, really used when I first started out. Still can use because there's stuff that I lack at doing in my business. So I think that's really important.
I think
Yeah, I
it'd be
think that
cool
this
too.
program is, go ahead.
I just say I think it'd be cool too to maybe have a couple other realtors do it with you. So it's kind of like a book club, right? If you're doing it together, then you can share about what you've learned from it if you're going at the same pace. But
Yeah, and
what's
then
this
you also
training
have the
calendar?
accountability.
Can you click on that training calendar? I'm curious. So there must be
Yeah, so
oh, so
this
is
is
this
where they
like
would put like when they're doing live trainings. It looks like today they have like a drop in help. And then
yeah, is
this is
that
the
every day though?
replays. So these are the ones where they've recorded them already and have them on here for you to watch.
So that training calendar, is that every day? Oh, it is, isn't it? Well, except
Yeah.
for probably the weekends.
Yeah, so if you're working your way through this and you get stuck, you can hop in there and get help too.
That's cool though, because even if you were doing it by yourself, I guess you could still jump on there if you had specific questions and somebody could help you with it.
Yeah, and I don't think that this is just good for new agents. I think this is good for all agents, whether they already see themselves as a business or not, because it helps organize them and, help them see their information all together in one place where not all agents are organized and have that all together. So this might just be a way to help them organize something that they haven't yet organized.
If you scroll up, I just want to see the different topics it says. So there's oh, there's a lot on here.
Yeah.
The do not list my CEO commitments, revenue share, expense to income, budget summary, market. That's cool.
Yeah.
There
And
are
then
a lot of good topics on here.
when you finish, they call you certified in it. I thought I was going to hurry up and get certified, but then I got distracted by other things, so I didn't.
I get it. I get
But
it.
yeah, but you can get certified in this, and they have some add-ons that you can actually pay for, but all of this is included with Epique. So this part's all no cost. Agent Hub 360 does have a program that's an add-on that you can purchase. I don't know what it costs or anything, but it's where they if I remember correctly, it is where they actually can assist you with some of those things to take them off your plate for you.
Oh, wait, I'm at start at the top and scroll down. Hold on. Okay, go. Love it.
So that's Agent Hub 360 in a nutshell. And then we also have two others that are on demand. And then we have tons and tons where different area leaders or different brokers have live little meetings or trainings or in person, even sometimes. But the
I
three
have a
that we
question.
have, hmm?
Is there a group chat for this in the Epic world?
Yes, there's a whole group in Epic World for it, in
So
Epic
I wonder
Cloud.
if you could just connect with other Epic realtors around the country too and be like, "Hey, I'm going to start this thing this week. Is anybody else doing it too?" And we can kind of chat about it. So you could meet realtors from all over the place and do it with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, easily. And they sell this program, like you can buy it on your own if you're not with Epic. And I think when I was looking at it last night, when I was making sure I was set up in here, it's like $12,000 or $18,000. I don't know, but I was like, wow, I didn't realize it cost that much.
It was wow. See, yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
But this isn't the only training we have either.
no.
Um,
So the next one we'll
but
take
I
a look at is Sell It Like Serhant. I'm certain I'm saying his name wrong. I am like partway through this, so it's gonna look funny
look at
probably.
you. Well, you're
Yeah,
33.33. Do you
yeah.
know? I think isn't he from Chicago? No, he's from New York,
New
isn't he?
York. Yeah, he's from New
Yeah.
York.
Do you know who he
And
is, Rebecca?
Yeah, I know who he is.
so this has like worksheets and videos and then activities like so it will tell you to work on your CRM or activity or like this worksheet it has for you to get more relationship building. So you fill this in as you go through the training. But this is like mostly videos that Ryan has recorded himself. It's all him teaching them and talking and stuff. But then each lesson also has like an exercise or a worksheet or an activity for you to go out and do. Like this exercise, the question game. Oh, this one's a video, but it tells you like what you should do. I'm trying to think what other ones are on here. How to set sales goals. So it's really all the things that he does in his business, but him teaching you how to do them. So we get this included. You can buy his book, I think, and read it to go with it, but I don't know if that's necessary because this pretty much lays it out for you. He talks about his book a lot in the videos, though, just be warned. But yeah, like I don't really know what else to say about Ryan Serhant. I have no idea how his name is said. I probably should watch his TV show or something so I could figure that out. But this is how he went from being like a theater nerd to a $1 billion real estate agent in New York City, basically. And all the steps he took and what you should do if you want to have that kind of goal too. I mean, he even like puts his calendar out there for you so you know what.
Oh yeah, let's look at his calendar. I want to see it.
It's in the video, but
Oh, you got to watch the video?
To
yeah.
show you how
Oh,
Finder Keeper Doer time can work in your calendar, I want to show you what my calendar
Finder
actually
Keeper
looks like
Doer.
tomorrow. All right?
Yeah, I want to
Because
see
I
his
actually
calendar looks
do
like
this.
tomorrow.
So as you'll see in my calendar for tomorrow, 4:30 a.m., I wake up. So I need to give
Yuck.
myself a little bit of time to like wake up, realize that, man, it is so early. Why do I do this to myself? Before I walk over to the gym, which for me is across the street, which isn't so bad. Then I work out, and I work out from 5 to 6 a.m. And then I come home and I shower. I don't put shower in my calendar. I remember to shower. But then I shower, and you'll see here at 6 a.m. it says happy birthday emails. Now, I don't do that while I'm in the shower, but it reminds me every day to make sure I send my happy birthday emails, which are part of my follow-up, which is really, really important because I've got a lot of clients.
Smart.
We've got a lot of birthdays. A lot of them happen to happen every day. And tomorrow I will say happy birthday to all of them because it's a good reason to follow up. After that, I get ready, I get dressed, I go to the office. I'm in the office. I try to be around 7 a.m., maybe 7:30 at the latest. Then you'll see here, I have sane no reply and active deal cleanup. Now, sane no reply is part of an email program that we're going to get to in a later video, and it's really important to me, and I start my day with that always. And active deal cleanup is a separate folder that I have for all emails that are part of active deals, and I go through them to make sure I know exactly where I am on every single deal. I go through all of my notes. I go through my little notebook. I want to know where we are on our offers, where we are with clients that are about to make an offer, where we are with listings that haven't closed yet. I want to really know and then clean up all of my current deals because it's the beginning of the day. And I want to make sure I go into the day knowing everything about the transactions that we're working on. And then from there is my Finder time. And tomorrow I've already made notes for what my Finder time is, which I have as 14th Street plan because I'm doing a building on 14th Street and I need to plan for that. 29th Street plan because I'm doing a building on 29th Street that I need to plan for. Hedge funds, because tomorrow I want to start pulling information for hedge funds. They're all getting their bonuses. And I've got a lot of expensive apartments to sell to all of them. And I want to really make sure as the CEO of a great real estate team that we are hitting those people. And then after that, I've got prep for filming because I have to film later on in the day. And then I've got organized townhouse marketing because we are doing a heavy push to market the townhouses on the Upper East, Upper West, West Village, and all over Brooklyn. And we've got a couple different marketing ideas for it. And that's all going to happen during my Finder hour. And while I'm doing all of that, I'm probably going to come up with a lot of other ideas that I want to think about and I want to do. And I'm going to start doing that stuff too. So that's from 8 to 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. tomorrow, I have a meeting with a new agent that I just hired for the team. Her name is Nicole. So I'm going to sit through and go through all of our systems and our process, what I expect out of her, answer any questions she has. I'm super excited about that.
So that just gives you an idea of what's in there. I think if we listen to his whole calendar, we'll be here all day. If I remember correctly, he goes through it pretty slowly.
That's good to know, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I think probably for a lot of agents, right, that like time blocking is important and sticking to it.
And you can see he does that very well. So
Yeah.
going through his whole calendar is probably very beneficial. I've already watched that whole video and made a lot of notes. So And I time block also differently than he does, but also I time block already. So that's a second on-demand training that we have available anytime we want to do it. You can do it in the middle of the night, whenever. You don't have to just go
Do you
get
have
on
questions
there.
on that,
Huh?
Rebecca? I was wondering if
Yeah.
Rebecca had
No,
questions on.
I think it looks like it's pretty self-explanatory. Like
Yeah.
you go like little slideshow through slideshow of it step by step.
Yeah, it's pretty
Now,
easy to use.
this one, is this the one that guarantees that you'll get at least 30 transactions
This
if you
one,
follow it?
Ryan's, or this one, or Earth to
I thought
Orbit.
it was this one. I think it's this
Oh,
one, isn't it?
it might be this one. I don't know. I guess I didn't pay attention. I guess I don't pay attention to that. So this is our other one, and this one actually is connected directly to our Epique Cloud, so it doesn't actually take you to a different site or anything like AgentHUB360 does. So it, like, whatever his name is in the system, but it also works just on the website as well. But this one is built right in. This one gives you report cards and certifications and keeps track of your use. You can take notes in here. And this is our Power Academy. So all of our onboarding stuff is actually in here. So if someone first joins Epique, this was not the case when Ranae and I joined. We did onboarding directly through our broker. But when they started the Earth to Orbit program, they put onboarding into Earth to Orbit. So there's an onboarding set up at the beginning now. But if you go to your courses in here, I did those because I'm an overachiever and I wanted to be in the top percentage of the people finishing this program. So I've done that. This Epique systems trainings were added after I'd completed the rest of the trainings in here. But having these available at any time helps you with Dot Loop, which is included, Lofty, which is included, Social Bay, which is advertising for you in your social media. It's included, but these videos help train you in those systems besides having the training that's built into them. Social Bay has some video training through there. Lofty has a ton of training that you can access that's Lofty created training. But then we also have like the Epique side of it, which is the way that Epique is set up in Lofty, because it's a whole brokerage in there instead of just you buying Lofty yourself. If you want to be an area leader, this tells you how to do that. This tells you about all the benefits, which are not all the benefits, because I'm certain there's more to be added that haven't been added yet. You can sign up for the group coaching. You have the introduction, and then you have all of these like business, real estate training videos that you can watch and learn
So
from.
Rebecca, I emailed you earlier, Rebecca. The
Okay.
guy that created the guy that created Earth to Orbit, his name's Robert Stein. So yeah, his stuff's in this thing that she has in here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I sent you the Zoom link. So every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'd be 11 p.m. your time. Wait, no, if it's 12-hour time. Yeah, that's right. It'd be 11 your time. There's an hour Zoom with him, and it's free with Epique. But I sent you the link, so if you want to join next Monday, you can.
Okay, great. I appreciate it. So,
I love it.
question about that social hub or whatever it is that the
Oh, Social Bay.
yeah, that's it.
I can show you Social Bay.
You using that, have you gotten any leads from what they do?
So I don't know if my leads have come from Social Bay directly. Oh, yes, I have got a couple that came in through Social Bay, but I get them through Google, which Social Bay also posts to. So sometimes I don't know if my ones that come through Social Bay just come through Social Bay, or if they are the ones coming through Google, if that makes sense. But I have had some come through ads or things that were done on Social Bay.
So they manage your Google My Business page as well?
Well, they don't manage it, but they post to it for you.
Or, yeah.
So yeah. So you set it up so that it is linked, and then the posts that it creates, it posts there for you. But you can see, like, it tells you too, like, I've reached 140 people, I've had 9 engaged, I've had 140 impressions, and then 8.8 hours have been saved by them posting for me and me not doing it myself. But it
Well, here's
has
something else. There's something I really like about it. I like about it is you can, okay, so with your brokerage, right, you don't need permission. Well, I don't know how it works in Illinois, but in Michigan, you really need to have permission to post other people's listings if they're at a different brokerage.
In Illinois,
So,
you just gotta ask, I think.
yeah, you just ask. But here I have it set up to where people don't even need to ask me at all. So Tracy can actually in social bait. Can you show her that
yeah, I'm showing right now.
actually? Yeah, we'll show one
Oh,
that's
these are
not
my
your listing.
listings, company
So those
listings.
are her listings, but you can go to company listings. So like Tracy can share. I had a new listing and like 5 other realtors shared my listing with Epic, and I didn't even know all the realtors that shared it
Most of
because
the
I
other
gave my,
realtors didn't even know they were sharing it, by the way, because if you set it up right, it will automatically post new listings in your
do
area.
it. And that's what I have not, I gotta set that up. I gotta change mine. Um, so I don't care if other people share mine. So I just have it set up to where anybody can share it and whatever. But it lets you know if other people are sharing your listing. So I do think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, but you can also go in and look. So if it doesn't tend to post them unless they're new, like automatically. But you can go in and look and say, like, holy cow, this house is gorgeous. I want to share this one. And then you can
Yeah.
create a post to go with it.
Oh, that's really cool.
But then every month it creates a content calendar for you. So you see all these posts on this calendar. 99% of those are theirs. And then like there's a few that I went in and did manually so that I was sharing my listings like a little more than just, the ones that it would do it automatically. So then it creates all these these posts, but then you can go in and look at them. And if you don't like it, you can delete it or edit it or change it. So if you want it to sound more like you, or maybe they picked a picture you think is ugly, or whatever, you can actually go in and edit these once they've created them so that you can make them more personalized for you if you want, or you can just let it post them the way that they have chosen to post it.
That's awesome. That takes away like my virtual assistant that I pay for.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
so I will say that these posts don't get a ton of reactions, and they don't get a ton of like interaction with them, but they are, because they're consistent and they're posting every single day. They're keeping you in front of people so that when you're posting the more personalized content, it gets a lot more views. Like this post to my TikTok and my Instagram, and when I look at the views on the things that it posts, it's like 10 or 15 or just some small number. Well, then when I post my own reel or something, it's like 2, 3, 400 versus the 15 that this is getting. But these are just making sure that when I don't have time to go post, it's posting something. So I'm still in front of people all the time.
That's awesome.
I have it posted on my LinkedIn too.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are just the ones that I look at the info, like the data on. But yes, it posts to my LinkedIn. It'll only post listings to, is it Twitter that it'll only post listings to? One of them it'll only post the listings to, but the rest of them it posts whatever on. And then you can also come in here and you can design your own posts. So like when there's a holiday coming up, it'll tell you there's a holiday, and it has some templates, but it doesn't post a holiday for you automatically. So you can go in and design your own for a holiday, for whatever holidays you want to share, but it has templates and you can go in there and make your own posts randomly whenever you want as well.
So does it like work with Canva to where if you make it, you can put it in there and schedule it to go out?
Yep. You can upload your own templates as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you can either use theirs, you can upload your own. They have a lot. So sometimes if you're in a hurry and you just open it up, you can quickly, you can see all these templates if you're looking at it. you can quickly enter some information in and have a post done in minutes. But like this Halloween one, I don't know if that was one of theirs or if that's one I uploaded from Canva. But some of these have been Canva ones that I've uploaded for different things. Oh, this one for sure this one was a Canva one for sure. But yeah, so this is just like an easy way to organize your social posts. And a lot of them you don't have to do yourself, which makes it a lot easier and time consuming.
That's awesome. So I have a question, actually two questions. One, obviously we all came from the same upline when we were with EXP, and I'm still with EXP.
Yeah.
GoGo did a lot of like trainings. Is that there too for people in downlines? Like, say I come under you guys, does someone in the upline do personalized trainings like that?
So we do trainings ourselves, but Epique doesn't allow, like GoGo's was, if you're in GoGo's downline, you have access to GoGo's stuff. Epique doesn't allow that. They don't want exclusivity. So there's area leaders that do trainings. So if you want, like if your area leader does a lot of trainings, you can go to those. Brokers are doing events or trainings, you can do those. There's area leaders do online trainings. So maybe there's an area leader. I know Ranae's area leader, Franny, is amazing. I don't think she does too many online trainings, but she has in office days. And any Epique agent can go to her office because while they have specific agents that are their mentees, Epique doesn't want there to be that divide amongst the uplines and downlines.
I agree, but there's still some differences because depending on what area leader you're with, right? So my area leader does like a challenge for you, and she sends a text out only to the people that are in her area. She's not going to send that out to everyone, you know what I mean?
Right.
So there could be some differences like that.
Yes, there are those differences because those area leaders are reaching out directly to their mentee, technically their mentee. It's mentee mentor, but they gave them different names here. But they're your mentor basically forever until you aren't with Epique or whatever.
Right. And
So
well,
they
even with
could
me,
be
like even with me, like you only got so much time. So like people that I bring on board, I'm always gonna touch base with those people first because I feel it's my obligation and the right thing to do ethically.
Right.
You know, but I'm not gonna say, no, I'm not gonna help you over here, you know what I mean? But I would still, my time is gonna be spent with the people first that have joined me in Epique.
Same.
And
Yes.
that makes sense. So now that you've switched and you guys have been over there a little bit,
A year yesterday.
That's crazy to think.
I know, and I was like a few days after you. I don't remember the exact day I signed up. So how did you find out your exact day?
Well, I remembered that it was yesterday, but I didn't remember yesterday because I was being sworn in as trustee. And then today I got an email with my anniversary.
Oh, okay. So I should be getting an email here like any second.
Yeah.
Congratulations on being trustee. That's amazing, by the
Thanks.
way. So what would you guys say is the biggest takeaway and difference that's more of a positive being with Epique versus EXP?
You go first or you want to go first?
You want me to
Yeah,
go
let
first?
Tracy go first. Yeah, you go first and I'll tell you the difference.
So I love our founders and their vision and the fact that they don't want there to be a division amongst the downlines because I truly did not like how that felt at EXP. And that's not EXP's fault. That's just something within EXP. And I don't have anything against EXP at all as a brokerage in general. But I love that their vision is that we are all Epique agents and we are all helping each other grow and succeed together. And I love that they have actually been firing agents that don't align with that vision. Because during our year, I've seen agents try to recreate EXP's internal behaviors that are not necessarily EXPs, right? And I was like, great, now we're going to go right back to that same, like, my group, your group, blah, blah, blah. And an Epique was like, nope, that's not how we work here. So I really do think that's probably my personal favorite biggest thing that I have found that has made it feel more like home and like a community and like a family versus EXP, where sometimes when you go to EXPCon, you were talking to everybody, but then you would get to talking to one of the bigger upline people and they're like, oh, you're not my downline. Like, why am I talking to you? And I just thought that was kind of crappy of some of them. But then also like Epic PowerCon is free to go to. And the leaders just went on a fully paid leadership retreat. So like when PowerCon comes up, what is it, in May next year? I think it's May. You just pay airfare in your hotel and the conference is free. So you're not paying hotel airfare plus what, $300, $500, $900, whatever it is to go to a conference. So that's a nice thing too.
No, you know what? I was just thinking that I was just talking to somebody else about this today because you and me paid what, 1,500 to go to that build conference?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
And it
that
was
was just the
crap.
ticket. That was just the ticket. And so that didn't include like our flight, our hotel, our food. Maybe it included some food, I think, in the whatever, the lounge, I guess. Um, but to me, I don't know. I just thought that was crazy because now we're not being charged that we're saving money. Actually, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's cheaper.
Yeah, I
But I
mean, when
could,
I went to
okay, so
PowerGon in April, I paid just for my hotel. And I mean, we would go out to eat or whatever, but
yeah, so I think the best, some of the best stuff for me, I feel like, uh, okay, one thing I've noticed, you're right, at EXP, right? It was like you could only really get assistance from your upline. And then
or your
sometimes
broker.
even yeah, oh, that's true. EXP has good brokers, but sometimes even your upline, not people may be too busy to even talk to you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I get it, whatever. I'm not saying they're bad people or anything. It just happens. But I like at Epic, they have the area leader model. Like with EXP, you get a mentor, right, for your first 3 transactions, only if you're a new realtor. And then after that, you're like psh, on your own and hope that your brokers or your upline's always available. Where with Epic, you forever have an area leader. And it's almost like I would say a manager is what I would compare it to.
Yeah.
Like it's a manager. Yep. So, and they do events every single month. So when I was with EXP, in order to go to an event, you had to like travel far, or they did just started doing those regional
Yeah.
EXP events, but those weren't what were they, quarterly, I guess. So Epic has them monthly and every area leader's doing it. So if your area leader is doing it 1 month, I mean you could go to a few in a month, really, because you could go to your area leaders and you can go to another area leaders because it's not like it's just exclusive. So I do really like that. I think you're
Or you
getting
could
more
pick the events
support.
you like too.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a much more support, and I think our trainings here are better. I think our trainings teach you more to be like a business owner, which I think EXP was lacking in. I don't know if they changed it since I've left, but when I was there, I don't remember any training at all focusing on how to be a business owner. And our trainings do. So I love that. And then you make more money. You make more money
Yeah,
and
that too.
yeah, because the splits are different, right? So the splits, like it's 85-15, so it's 80-20 at EXP. You know, it's less of a cap
And
than
your
EXP.
cap will go down here in a couple weeks or next
Yeah,
week or
and
whenever
then
your
it's
anniversary is.
if you have a downline, which you're not forced to do, but if you have it, it's easier to get paid on your downline. Because, for instance, like I'm underneath Tracy. There's a girl underneath me from Georgia, and then there's a girl underneath that girl from Georgia. And if Tracy didn't recruit any other people, let's just say Tracy only has me, right? So, and let's say I only have the girl from Georgia, we still all get paid on each other. I know with EXP, you had to have all these gates. You'd have so many in your first line to get paid on the second line, and so many in the second. It's just not like that at Epic. So and even Icon Award. If I would have been with EX or Epic the year previous, I would have iconed at Epic, but I didn't at EXP because it's harder. Because after you cap, you still got to do 20 transactions over. Where with Epic, it's just 24 transactions for the year. So it's just easier to make more money and you get
Be a power
free car
agent.
washes. Yeah, free car washes, free digital billboards. So it in free transaction coordinator, literally it's like it's gonna save me thousands, is what was in my mind when I made the switch.
Well, plus our billboards, our virtual healthcare. I do pay
Oh,
for
did
the
you tell her
dental
about
and
the AI
vision.
training? She might not know about the AI training too.
I do pay for the dental and vision, which is $25 a month per person, but it just saved my daughter $280 on a cavity. So, and it was cheaper than like the coverage that you can buy from your dentist office directly. AI training. Let's see if I can get to it.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I just
I seen that the AI training was available.
Yeah, AI
okay,
certification.
I just think about all the trainings we have and I'm like, man, there's an AI one too that you can get AI certified. There's like so many there is a lot of trainings. I mean, I get EXP had some trainings too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I remember there being trainings there. I just think the trainings here are better. Oh, I do want to tell you about Lofty. I was just thinking about something I like better with Lofty versus KV Core. Do you ever use KV Core to put your like you put it on your Facebook or whatever for people to click on the link to take you back
Yeah.
to a listing? Okay. So in Lofty, you do it and you can hit up your YouTube, your Google My Business, your Instagram, your Facebook, and LinkedIn all in once, all at one
Oh,
time.
wow.
And you could not do that with KV Core.
That's awesome.
So I
No, you had to do it individually, and it's a pain in the
yeah, so I love that feature a lot. That was probably my biggest like feature I loved the Lofty was that.
I forgot about the CE courses too. Since I got my broker's license this year, I didn't have to really do
Yeah,
them.
I saw that. That's awesome. And
Yeah,
then, what was I gonna say? How hard is it to learn Lofty versus KB Core? KB Core is a nightmare.
it's easy. I mean, I think it's easy.
Okay.
I
I
think that
just
Lofty is easier to use than KV Core.
Okay.
There's not as many, you know how KV Core you have to like go in like 12 menus to get to something?
Yeah.
Lofty is not like that. I mean, there's a few things that are like that in Lofty, but most of the things are pretty straightforward. They did just rearrange things in Lofty a little bit, so it's taking me a minute to relearn where they moved some of the stuff to, but it's not still not difficult. It's just different. So, you know, you're used to going to clicking on one thing and now you have to go somewhere else.
Right. Well, I
But
appreciate
if
you
you
guys
come in
doing
after
this.
the change, you're not going to notice that.
Right, right. I appreciate you guys doing this and answering my questions.
Yeah, yeah. If you have any other ones, like we have Sisu also. I don't know if you saw that. That's newer. That is where
Yeah,
like our transaction reporting happens and where we request our pay.
yeah, they just did this new like fast cap cohort training, and Sisu is part of it, and now they're giving us Sisu and Canva for free.
Yeah. Oh, we already had Canva, but yeah. Yeah, we
what are
have
they
both
giving
of
you for
those.
free now, Rebecca? You said
Canva and Sisu.
oh, so you're getting Canva and Sisu for free?
Hmm.
Yeah,
So what are they not using what happened to Skyslope? They're not using that
it's
anymore?
still there.
Oh,
They're using Sisu to track like your conversations, your open houses, like your it's basically you're just tracking everything, using it as a tracking management.
I see. And then Canva, is it like a group Canva where everybody can get on together?
Yeah, it's a Canva Pro for a team.
Yeah, it's like what we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they made it something about they changed like the lines, or I don't even know, because none of that crap with the number of lines and down and open and all that, none of that applies to me, so I didn't pay attention to that part.
Yeah, I did hear that they changed that, but I didn't really pay attention to how. Yeah, I mean, we have
But
dot
it's still,
loop.
yeah, I love dot
We
loop.
have dot loop that's included now, so I don't have to pay for it anymore.
Yeah, that saves you
Yeah,
Um,
money too.
yeah, we have to pay for DocuSign through SkySlope, and I use dot loop because it's provided from our board here in
um,
Illinois for free.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
our board don't have that for free. Our board uses, I think it's transaction desk.
yeah, so in Sisu you can track all that stuff. I started to do it a little while ago, and then I
It's
forgot
time
to
consuming.
forgot to keep up with it. It's not really. I just have to make it a habit. It
Yeah.
really it goes pretty quickly if you I usually just keep it open on my desktop. So when I'm in my office, I can easily because a lot of times when I'm making my calls anyway, I'm sitting here in front of Lofty. So I'll make my calls and then I'll go in and say I had 5 conversations or it even tracks if you go exercise. So I was tracking that too, how many showings you did. Um, but yeah, I like Sisu. I don't love that we only have access to certain parts of it for what they want us to use it for, but I'm not paying for it, so try not to complain too much.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate it. I gotta hop off here. I gotta run this bag into my daughter at wrestling. Um, but thank you. That clarified a lot of stuff for me. And then Renee, like we spoke, come January 1.
Yeah. Well, if you have any more questions or want any more, if anything else pops up, and don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Not
Yeah.
a problem. And like there you guys offer a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. It's nice to get to see it.
Yeah.
So thank you, ladies. Hopefully it's not too cold there. We just got our first snow today and it's like
We did
freezing.
too. Today's the first snow here too. It
Yeah,
probably
and it's
isn't
cold.
it coming from you guys? I think it comes
I
from
think
you
it is.
guys.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is. And it's windy, so it's like blowing everywhere. So it's lots of fun out in the snow today. So be careful if you guys got to go out. And thank you guys so much again.
You're welcome. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you
All right.
soon.
Bye, guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, we've got a few more minutes. What else should we talk about on here before we stop? Or we can just stop the recording now. I don't care.
Oh, I guess to stop it.
All right, hold on. Let me stop the recording. My mouse is on my wrong screen. Hold on.